Welcome to Barbies and Baby Dolls, where I talk about dolls. Big and small, I love them all. My name's Becca, and let's get this video started. So, what was it? Maybe like a month or so ago, I went to a toy expo up in Timonium in Maryland. And this was one of the items that I purchased there. This little baby and some little clothes. And this little baby has just been sitting on the shelf since I got back. I don't know. Yeah, was that like 2 months ago or a month ago? I don't remember. The summer is kind of flying by. But anyways, I found this little baby, and let's see, what are they called? They're just Love-A-Bye Baby World. So I guess, okay, Love-A-Bye Baby World. Okay. So each Love-A-Bye baby has a sweet expression and silky hair. Very cute. So yeah, just Love-A-Bye Baby. That's the name brand. And what was the year on this guy? 1987. So this little guy, I kind of think it's a boy, but I bought girl clothes, so I don't think it really matters. But then actually on the back of the box, I guess it doesn't really tell either. It looks like mostly of the other dolls were girls or whatever. But I don't think it really matters. He probably doesn't have a gender, so who cares? But yeah, so I'm going to break this little baby out. It's been in this box for like way too long. And y'all know how I feel about stuff in boxes. There's no place for that. Not in my house. Well, I guess that's not 100% true, because I do have a couple dolls a couple Barbies, I should say, that are still in their box. And I'm contemplating, I don't know, they might just stay in their boxes. I don't know, totally sure. Okay, but the thing that really brought me to this little baby was its little puppy dog bib. I am a sucker for puppy dogs. So, and there's just a little tie in the back. I definitely never had these as a kid. I feel like this would have definitely been something that I would have liked. So I don't know. I guess I just never came upon these. Who knows? Or maybe I was just, I was just more into like bigger baby dolls. Yeah, something about me. I basically, as a kid, I was kind of a tomboy, but then also I was like the typical girl. Like I wanted to be a mom and run a household. And for my toys, I had, the kitchen set, all the baby dolls, even my Barbies, which is just so funny because I grew up in a house where both my parents worked. And my mom was actually a nurse and my dad was a mailman. So technically my mom, she probably made, she made more than my dad. So technically in that world, like the dad wasn't the breadwinner, you would say, like most families were back in the day or whatever. But yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. Oh yes. So even when it came to playing with my Barbies and stuff like that, my Barbie was always home with a bunch of kids and Ken was out working and stuff like that. So I guess that's, you just saw a lot of that on TV and stuff like that. And a lot of households were that way. But yeah, our household, my mom always instilled in me and my sister that, you know what, you got to take care of yourself. You got to make sure you have a good job. And yeah, you got to take care of yourself. And trust me, I'm not trying to say anything like, I think it's also beautiful when moms are able to stay home too. So regardless, in my household, that's just how it was. Both my parents worked. And then in now my household as an adult, both me and my husband work. And you know what? It was better for my mental health, honestly. Like I love my son to pieces. He's the best thing I've ever done. But when it came time to go back to work after maternity leave, I was all for it. I was 100% for it. So anyways, I don't know where the heck I was going with that. I guess I was just saying that in the 80s, I loved dolls, but I loved my big baby dolls, basically, because I loved playing house with my kitchen set and all that stuff like that. So I maybe just didn't even know these existed. So anyways, random. So this little bib is tied on with a little ribbon, and the baby does have a little blue diaper. And this haircut, it's very 80s. Oh my goodness. Like, I actually I remember having my hair cut like this. And I remember in kindergarten, someone asked me if I was a boy or a girl. And I was like so offended. And I remember coming home, I think I was in kindergarten. I remember coming home and telling my mom that she was never to cut my hair again. And I grew my hair, I want to say up until like 5th grade. It was like down to my butt. I had I had like blondish hair with like blonde streaks, but like kind of brown, like light brown with like, I had like bleach blonde streaks naturally. It was really wild. And, but yeah, I grew my hair all the way down to my butt. I was like, I was never going to let anybody mistake me for a boy again. And, yeah, so I thought growing my hair would do that. And it's funny because now my son, who is 18, he has gorgeous long red hair down to his butt. And, or maybe it's like the middle of his back, but it's just so funny how back in, you know, when I was a kid, I was like, my hair being long was what was going to make me be a girl. And since then I've had every hairstyle in the world. I've almost had it like, I've had undershave, I've had like pixie cuts, I've had every length in the world. And I now know that it doesn't matter what your hair is like. Obviously that kid was just an idiot. Sorry. But anywho, random. So yeah, so got my little baby, so cute. And then just a little, I guess, little tidbits about myself. It comes with this tiny little bottle. And it looks like it probably was glued, but of course this thing is like over 30 years old. Oh my goodness. Actually, look at the price. It was a Toys R Us toy, and on the bottom it said it was $1.96. I think at the toy store, at the toy show, I think I paid like 20 for this. And then the outfit was like 15 or 20 or something, which is kind of a lot. What I usually only like to spend like $20 on something. But when I got the baby, I had to get clothes. Like if there's clothes available for something, I absolutely get clothes. But yeah, so here's this cute little bottle. Oh, it's so cute. So cute. And does come with a little tiny comb. So, oh, very soft hair. Very cute. Very bowl cut. Very 80s. Love it. Yeah, and the baby is all vinyl. Its arms move back and forth, and it does look like it can hold things. And you know what? I'm surprised I didn't go on to... Normally when I find something new or something that I wasn't aware that it existed, I usually will go on eBay or Mercari and stuff like that and look for more of it. And I don't know if I did or not when I got back. Well, that might be some scrolling I'll be doing tonight before I go to bed. But yeah, there was different sets. There's these set of girls that have dark hair, some that have like blonde hair. There's a crib, there's a duck walker, there's a rocking horse. You know what? I think at the toy fair, there was a rocking horse or something. But that's another thing too. As a collector, we all know we all need to have some type of criteria, or I don't know, who knows? Some people just might collect everything. Some people are very specific what they collect. My brain gets a little like overloaded, so I need to make sure that I give myself some criteria so I don't go too crazy. And like I said, there were quite a few of these sets available, quite a few of the dolls available, but this one I thought was just, this is the one that spoke to me. And I think there was some other clothes too, but that was the thing. I was like, ooh, it was getting a little too pricey for my pocketbook. So yeah, so here's this cute little set. And yeah, so on the back there's some more pictures of different sets that you could get. Like the little sweatsuit's adorable. I think this is what I have, right? With the dress. Yeah, there's a dress and like a little sweater set. There's one with like a little hat. So cute. So yeah, I'll have to go online and do a little searching. Clip and save for valuable premium offers. Oh man, they had like a rewards club back then. Bummer. Totally missed out on it. Oh, here's something random that I was just thinking. Okay, I'm opening this because, you know, we hate things in boxes. Did anybody ever... Okay, so bazooka gum, like remember it would come in like a tub or whatever. And then you could like collect points, and then like you could get stuff like with those points, like t-shirts and like just more bazooka like paraphernalia or whatever. I was like, I think I did that. Like, I don't think I ever ended up sending in them, but I remember collecting like all the wrappers and stuff like that. I don't know. Did anybody else do that? I feel like there's probably a lot of kids that did that. Okay, so we have a cute little, looks like almost like a little sweater, a pink sweater with like a teal color to go around and on the sleeves. And then there's little flowers on the collar. And then there's a little bow for the hair. And then we have this little dress, this cute little blue dress with flowers and a little pink bow. Very adorable. And then these cute little tights with little pink bows. So let's do a little changing for this little baby. So I'm going to take off his little, well, I guess we've decided it's going to be a girl. Or, you know what? Doesn't really matter because it actually doesn't have a gender. And you can do whatever you want. Like, you can, let's try to get on these little... Oh, you know what? Actually, this was funny. So the other day when I opened up my, those little mini babies, those, you know, the Zuru mini surprise babies or whatever, I totally forgot to even mention it. But to try to put the clothes on the tiny little silicone doll, it was quite a adventure, I should say. It was really funny trying to get those little babies into the clothes. And then also this is kind of tricky to get. This is because it's like a soft vinyl is on this baby, and it's almost, it's not really sticky, but it almost is kind of sticky. It's kind of hard to get this on. And you know what? Now that I think about this, okay, so in 1987, I was 7. So as a 7-year-old, I probably would have gotten annoyed with this to try to get this baby dress. I don't know. Well, maybe I did have smaller hands back then, so I don't know. But there we go. We got some little tights on. Let's put on her little dress first. I don't know what we should name this little baby. Maybe we should name it Little Becca. It's Little Becca like it's me when I was in kindergarten and had a bowl haircut and was offended. I don't know why my mom cut my hair short. You know what? I was also probably like a jerk kid and like didn't want her to brush my hair. So there was probably a valid reason why she kept my hair short. I was a rather difficult child. So, but super adorable. Oh my gosh, this is cute. Oh, this little baby's so cute. So this will be a cute little, you know, doll for my dolls, basically. Maybe one of my little toddler girls will like to have this little baby as her little doll. Oh my goodness, this is really adorable. Her hair's a little staticky, but that's okay. But there we go. Look at her in her cute little dress and her cute little tights. Oh, we gotta put the bow in her hair. Put the bow in her hair. Oh my word, look at that. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I grabbed this little dolly. I think it was actually one of the last tables I went to, and I saw this on there. So they run that Toy Expo twice a year. So usually, yeah, because usually it's like in like June and then in like November sometime. So. Oh my gosh, this is so freaking adorable. That's adorable. I love it. Little Becca. Little baby Becca. Actually, I don't have blue eyes, so I don't think I can, can you see? I don't have blue eyes. So I don't think this could be little baby Becca. I don't know. That's so cute. Okay, let's try on the other outfit too real quick. So yes, it's been good. Recently, I've been able to have the opportunity to do a bunch of videos for like opening up a lot of stuff that I've just been like, it's been hanging out because as we were moving, I was accumulating some dolls that I just didn't have a chance to, you know, open up and stuff like that. So it's been exciting to go back and open all these items that have just been sitting on the shelf, and then I remembered like why I was so excited to find these items out there in the wild. Oh, this is so cute. I just love little things. Little things are so cute. Oh, that's precious too. I kind of like this little outfit better. It's like kind of like a long like sweater dress. So she's got a cute little dress on. Oh, so cute. So did anybody have these in the 80s? Let me know. Let me know down in the comments if you had any of these. I think I might have to go do some more, go down some rabbit holes and do some searching on the old eBay. Maybe I can find some more. You know what? No, that is true. After we got back from this toy fair, I definitely looked these up. Because I still, because my eBay, you know how they give you, they always love to send you notifications for things. And I think I did have some of these like just kind of favorited or whatever, or saved on my little list or whatever. So, and I don't think they were like in like they weren't in their box condition. So, oh my gosh, she's so cute. So I'll put her up on the shelf probably, or you know what? No, actually I'll probably keep her down low where the toddlers can reach her and play with her. She's so cute. Oh my word. Oh my word. So cute. All right, let's fix her little bow. So yeah, anything else? Anything else you guys want to talk about? I think I've asked some questions. Maybe you guys can answer down in the comments. Let me know if anybody had this doll, and if they loved playing house as a kid. I played house all the time. I was always cooking and cleaning and playing house. And me and my cousin, I have a cousin that we're very close in age, and it was so much fun. And she was super into dolls, so we would go and play like restaurant and all this stuff. It's just so funny. Like we would do all the, play all these things that we thought were just like so much fun. And then as an adult, when you actually have a house, it's really not as fun. But that's okay. I am glad that I still have the opportunity to play with dolls though. And I'm so glad that I have all you guys out there that like to watch my videos and like to share in the fun with me. It's so important. It's so important to be playing and using our imaginations regardless of what age you are. And yeah, this is just, it's been so much fun. I'm so glad that I got back into my dolls. It just makes me feel so happy, and just, just the innocence of it all. It's so nice in just a world that's kind of crappy sometimes. It's nice to see. Now with the bow, she looks, obviously with the pink in the bow, she looks very girly, and then it just looks like she has a cute little bob. But I know what it was like back in the 80s, Sweet Pea. I know. Maybe I'll have to see if if I have any pictures of that terrible haircut. But, moms always make silly mistakes, and that's okay. I'm sure my son had some questionable haircuts. Maybe not, because it doesn't really like his head touch. That's probably why I know that's why he's grown out his hair. Because yeah, when he was little, he would let me shave his head, but he went to like a salon like once for his very first haircut. And then after that, I think in like 6th grade, he went and got his hair cut professionally. But then after that, he was just like, I don't want anybody touching my head, so I'm just going to let it grow. So that's fine with me. His hair is actually gorgeous. He has gorgeous, gorgeous hair. But anyways, that was super random video. I just wanted to come on here and show off this cute little doll that's just been sitting on the shelf for like 2 months. And want to share this little baby with you all. And yeah, and I guess just tell some silly stories about myself. And I know that there are other YouTube creators that do that. We'll just sit and chat and just talk about, have silly stories. And like, I really enjoy that. I just like to get to know people and their silliness. So if you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, share with a friend. And like I said, let me know if you had one of these dolls. And did you collect those bazooka papers to try to send in to get, I think it was like t-shirts and like hats probably. It was probably like towels or something. I don't know. I just remember there was all in the 80s and 90s, there seemed to always be all these like, you could get points for stuff and like win stuff or get stuff for it. You probably even had to put in like $10 or something too to get whatever it was. So I don't know. That was super fun. And yeah, I guess that's just those little points on the back there just remind me of that. Well, I guess nowadays we do it too at the grocery store, at Carter's, at Old Navy, at all those. You can earn points to get, you know, coupons and stuff like that. So yeah, they start you young as a kid with your bazooka gum. And then as an adult, I now have memberships, free memberships to all the things that you can collect points on. So, but anyways, ramble on. That is all I have for tonight. So I will talk to y'all later. Bye.